Hi, this is Friday, June 7th, 2019. I'm going to first start with air signs. Air signs for today, I feel like there is a lot of opportunities. There is going to be definitely chances or advances made towards you or given to you. I also feel like for air signs, you are going to be able to rise above something in a situation. It could even be a minor argument. But instead of getting involved in that argument or making it even more worse than what it was, you're going to rise above something. So you're going to be acting as if like you can't bother. You don't have the time. Like you're not going to waste your energy on it. That's what it feels like. Air signs where relationships are concerned, I feel like there is going to be, or someone is trying to reach out to you, communicate with you, get your attention. For some air signs too, I feel like somebody is watching you from a distance when it's convenient for them. I also feel like somebody's worried about maybe you moving on. Maybe you got into a different situation. Maybe somebody's afraid that you went back to your ex, or maybe your partner went back to their ex. Whichever way this applies to you, you could be the one also watching your partner, okay? So remember, everything I say can be switched to the other person. So again, because this is not a personal reading, it is a general, but these are the energies that I'm picking up for air signs. Air signs, there's also travel in the mix here. I also feel like air signs may be going anywhere about an hour or so, hour and a half away from your home. Some of you are doing an overnight short travel, maybe about 40 minutes, 30 minutes from your home. I do feel like somebody is going to be spending the night out, trying to take a chance or take an opportunity to get to know somebody a lot better. So I do feel like you're going to wonder where this is going, and I do feel like it is going to be mutual. That's a good word. It's going to be mutual between the two of you, but I don't feel like it's going to be as hot as you think, or it's not going to be as, I don't want to say balanced, but I mean, when you go home tomorrow, you're not going to really hear from them a whole lot for the next week. So it's going to be kind of like a text here, a text there, but nothing major, and I don't feel like they're going to make plans with you the following weekend, but maybe the weekend after that, okay? Fire signs. Fire signs, justice will prevail, so whatever that means for fire signs, there are things that are coming into your personal zone, personal space, and I feel like you're going to have to address them. I feel like you may do that legally, you may do that through a counselor, you may do that through a lawyer, you may do that through a judge. I also feel like with fire signs, things are going to go in your favor. Fire signs, it feels like you're working very hard to get to the next level. It feels like you may have a few struggles, a few doubts, and some of you may even relapse backwards a little bit, but then before things get too bad, you're going to go full force, so everything will be okay. Fire signs where relationships are concerned, I do feel like fire signs, for some of you, you've made amends. For some of you, you've made things get back on track. You've made things okay. For some of you, you're still trying to get somebody to understand you. You're trying to get somebody to get you. You're trying to get somebody to make sense of what you say. For some of you, it's more about what you say than what you do. Some of you are not setting a good example for someone else. I don't know who that's about. It could be for a sibling. It could be for a group of people. But either way, I don't feel like you're setting the best example that you could. Okay, so you need to just kind of polish something up a little bit. Also, too, fire signs, I do feel like there's something to do with sleepwear, loungewear, some type of pajama type of outfit. Could be a nightgown, could be a house coat, something that you wear to bed. I just feel like somebody's going out and purchasing something new. So it feels like you're going to try to jazz somebody up or jazz yourself up. You also could be buying this for someone else, male or female, whichever way that works. I also do feel like with water signs. Now, water signs. For water signs, I get break out of your shell. For water signs, break out of your shell. Get yourself, I want to say acclimated or back on track. Face your fears. Don't keep backing up from something. Walk toward it. Walk toward it address it, finish it, handle it, whatever way you need to. Water signs and relationships, I feel like things are hot and cold for you, off and on. Somebody's in contact, then they're not in contact. Somebody comes near you, then they back up. Somebody gets your attention, and they don't want it. And then somebody gets you and maybe sleeps with you, and you're in bed, and then the next day, next 2 weeks, you don't hear from them. So be careful, water signs, because either you or them are playing the game. I don't know who it is. Relationships for single water signs, I do feel like there could be an opportunity for meeting someone over this weekend for Friday and Saturday. I also feel like there's going to be opportunities for you to make a decision about two or more. So I hear two or more. So if you have two or more options, I feel like you're going to make a decision and you're going to finally break it down and settle with one. That's for single water signs. I also feel like with water signs that are in a relationship, again, things are going okay, but sometimes they're back and forth, back and forth. For some of you, yes, you do have a player on your hands who they come in, they do the hit and run, and they're going, and then they come back a couple weeks later or maybe a month later. But they do have another partner, and you know that already. All right? Earth signs. Earth signs. Philosophy seems to be a very good beginning. I also feel like something is the right step, or you're taking the right step, or you're finally stepping to the right, meaning maybe if you're stepping to the right, you're allowing somebody else to go past you. So I do feel like because somebody's going to pass on the left, right? So I do feel like you're stepping to the right, meaning you're going to let someone just go ahead. You're going to you'll tell them you'll catch up. Somebody, it could be a friend you're not wanting to catch up with right now, not wanting to hang out with, but I just feel like you're saying, just go ahead. I also feel like some of you are trying to figure out from other people or other couples, how did they keep their marriage so long? How did they stay happy so long? How did they make it work? How did they get through such things? So whether you're having this personal conversation with a family member, a friend, a mother, a father, a girlfriend, a guy friend, whoever, I do feel like you're trying to get, the recipe, trying to get what the ingredients are in order to have a good, strong foundation, a good, strong relationship, so that you can have the happily ever after, like many people that you see. Some of you are feeling very sad when you're seeing couples walking, when you're seeing them holding hands, when you're seeing them engaging in conversation at a restaurant, when you see them being very close, even kissing. It's all bringing sad memories to you because you're feeling as if you deserve that, you want that, which I agree, but you want to know how to get it. You want to know why you don't have it. You want to know why it hasn't worked out. But be careful, Earth signs, because, things are being set up for you all over. You can't see what's behind the scenes. It's just like when you go to a play, you can't see what's happening behind the scenes. But what gets brought to your attention will finally be enough. It'll be satisfying. So be careful, pay attention. Just know that love is on its way for those of you Earth signs who are single. For those of you who are in a relationship right now, I do feel like you have some good balance going on. I feel like communication needs to increase a little bit. I feel like everybody's not quite expressing how they truly feel. Some people are still putting on a front, pretending to be one way, when in fact they're another. Some people are putting on the airs, you know what I mean? Putting on an air, trying to act as if they're all uppity or too good or this or that, when in fact you're quite down to earth. You'll put on sneakers and sweatpants the same way I would, and you're really not that person that you're trying to be. Some of you are looking for a mate who's going to try to take care of you. Somebody's going to spoil you, baby you, give you a lot of money, make you not work. They want you to be home. They want you to have children. They want a big family. They want to be the ones to go out and work and be the go-getter, and they want you to take care of the house, the parties, the invitations, the guests, the gatherings, whatever. So I do feel like somebody is dealing with that. I also feel like for Earth signs, there may be something having to do with breaking a bowl, breaking a dish. So be really careful with that, because I feel like when you go to pick up the pieces, you're going to cut yourself. So be really careful with that, okay? Other than that, Earth signs, I'm not feeling a whole lot for you. I do feel like there is going to be, generally, for those who are watching this video, some type of breaking news. This news may have to do with an explosion. You may see this come on the news. It may have to do with gas. It may have to do with propane. But I do feel like there's some type of an explosion. It could be a large city. It could be Philadelphia. It could be California. It could be Pennsylvania. I feel it around. I feel it around, and I feel like there's a lot of smoke. I feel like the people who live close to there may be either evacuated or told to stay in their house due to the air quality. I feel like there might be a problem with that. I'm also feeling that somebody needs to be careful near the ocean or near the waters, rough waters, those even in Hawaii. Those might be near the Dominican Republic. Any of those who might be even near the coast of Mexico. Be careful. Be careful, be careful. Because I do feel like there is a very strong undertow that can pull you down and not let you come back up. Remember, that is the ocean, the sharks, all that. That is their territory, their home. When you go in that, you're invading their privacy. So be very careful, okay? And again, I keep feeling like somebody needs to be careful swimming in treacherous waters, okay? And I'm going to also go another foot with that and say about driving. If you know you're in a flood area, do not try to go through a puddle because you have no idea how deep it goes or what's actually under there because you cannot see it. All right, I am feeling like there's something waking you up either between 2 and 3:30 in the morning. It just feels like every night between 2 and 3:30 your eyes are opening up and you're looking at the clock and you're like, it's the same time again. It's the same time as last night. I feel like those numbers mean something for you, so take those numbers, add them up, see what number you get, and then see how far you can reduce that number that you added up down. So if you got 222, that's 6. So 6 can be broken down to 3. Okay, can't break down any further to be even. So 3 would be the prime number. Then look up what 3 means for you, okay? But I do feel like that's going to be important to somebody. So this is pretty much what I have for the daily for today. Sorry that I got it out late. It is about 2:45. But anyway, this is the best I could do for today. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to speaking to you all very soon.